Welcome to the ARM embedded controller for this subject. So in this today I'm explaining the application and domain specific hardware software designing. So already in the previous in the PPTs explain the explain this application oriented. This will be the domain specific. Okay, this is the domain specific examples for the embedded systems. So see this when you're seeing this it's an embedded system for the automotive domain. We call this automotive domain. You will be seeing this. This is a photo given by this here. One of the car. The photo is given here. This car contains some different controlling in this car. So we'll explain one by one. So first one is instrumentation, next one is engine control, next one is fan control, fuel injection control, headlamp control, ABS control, wiper control, then suspension controls, then centralization locking, and then you will see seat control, mirror control, power windows, airbag control, power steering, air conditioner, etc. So these are you can call as this in embedded systems in the automotive domain. This will be the given by some of the photos in the company name is Honda. So this is given by the picture courtesy by given by the Honda company. This will be this is given here. Some these car will be contain some embedded systems. These are the controlling by the in your system. So also it will be also we can in the automated embedded systems. These are also seeing this also again you have to extra will be there in that you can call as ABS or something will be called some uh, 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 actually called as pressure sensors. These will be the in the system we can see these things in the car. This will be the using by the some embedded controllers. By using this all sensors will be connecting the some inputs from the your embedded. So these all will be same how to be used some 20 to 40 controllers in the middle versions in higher versions cars, example Mercedes Benz, BMW, Volvo, like these cars will be connecting, we will be using 60 to 100 controllers in the uh, manufacturers. So these are all the by the ECUs, electronics control units. By using this also you can use the some DSPs, and then also uh, you can call as ECUs. So this will be used these two type of the um, processors you have to use for controlling the these all are embedded systems. In this again you will be see that. So this what I explained. These are the general built-in around digital signal processing application specifics. So you have to use some processors like Atmel you have to use for this purpose. Or can Atmel or Toshiba can use for this all controlling purpose. The different companies will be used for the different processors, not for the Atmel, or maybe Bosch will be using some different, or Intel will be using, or Philips will be using, National Semiconductors will be using. That will be using by different companies. Will be different materials. So it will be something you have to use for the airbags. This will be work on the mechatronics principles. This whenever this will be accident, something will be applying for the brakes. This will be happens in front of the vehicles. Anything is damaged, this airbags will be open. For this will be the purpose of the driver's safety. This will be using airbags. So in the I think I already say that in this wheels you are in the embedded you have to use 20 to 40 controllers you have to use for these vehicles, or maybe luxury vehicles you have to use for more than that of the countries, more than of this embedded controller units you have to be used. So in these systems, the first Volkswagen will be using the first in the 1968, the first used in the controller in the vehicles. Short given by the brief history of the atomic domain specific examples for the embedded systems. So next one is in automotive embedded systems. You have to see there is a two concept. One is high speed electronic control units, and one is low speed electronic control units. So high speed electronic control units means it's deployed in critical or control units requiring for the fast response. It will be required for the fast response for the input. So input or output this is act as a very fast response for this time. This will be included for the fuel injection systems, or anti-lock braking systems called as ABS or engine control. Also electronic throttle and steering control systems and transmission control unit and central control unit. These are the come in the picture of HECUs, high speed electronic control units. So coming to the next point, that is low speed electronic control units. Its names tell that, so previous one is it will be the time critical, it will be response very hard, it will be response is very fast. For this low speed electronic is again this is a deployed in an applications where response time is not so critical. So it's not so critical for this time responses. Can use some can go for the time responses. Okay, so okay, buffer timing is there for this responses. This is will be generally built in the processors and controllers. It is digital signal processors. Examples: audio controllers, passenger and driver door locking systems, and door locks controls, power windows. Not will be happening. Next will be the wiper controls or mirror controls. These are in the comes in the low speed electronic controls. It's not affecting the your any of the system in the your devices. Also some seat control systems, headlamp and tail lamp control systems, sunroof. These are the examples for the LEUs, low speed electronic control units. So these are the application or automotive domain which will be using for this. These are the concepts. So next coming to the automotive communication buses. In the for the systems in embedded systems in a vehicle you have to you say this all this controlling for this you have to use some three protocols or three buses. The first one is CAN. First one is CAN and LIN and MOST. So first one is CAN. So CAN means it's a control area network. This is proposed by the Robert Bosch company, the pioneer of the automotive embedded solution providers. It supports medium speed, that is given by the ISO 11519 class B with a data rate of 125 kbps, and its maximum high speed is ISO 11898 as is a class C with data rates of 1 Mbps. So previously 125 kbps, next is improved version that is 1 Mbps. This is for the data transfer in the your system. So CAN is an event driven protocol interface with support for the error handling in data transmissions. It is generally employed in safety systems like airbag controlling systems, powertrain systems like engine control, anti-braking systems, and navigation systems like GPS or GPRS. Okay, the protocol format and interface application development for CAN bus will be explained in the some different configurations. This for the textbook will be given for the so what is CAN and how it will be used in the CAN protocol. So next is for this is LIN. So LIN means local interconnect network. Local interconnect network is a bus, is a single master multiple slaves. It's only here is a single master, you can use up to 15 16 multiple slaves you have to connect for the slaves. Means you have to single masters you have to connect from this and this one controlling you have to use for the 15 in for this under the controlling the system. Okay, called as nodes. You can call it 16 nodes you can connect for the one single point. Okay, so LIN is a low speed single wire communication interface. It supports up to data rate of 20 kbps. It is used for the sensors and actuators for interfacing. This is only used for the mainly purpose of sensors and actuators interfacing. And also LIN bus follows the master communication triggering techniques to eliminate the possible bus arbitrations and in the simultaneous simultaneous talking of different slave nodes connected in a single interface bus. So this will be used for the applications like mirror controls, fan controls, seat positioning controls, window controls and position controls where this response time is not critical issues. So this will be used for the you can call as LECUs. You have to use for this in the purpose of low speed electronic control units you can use for this LIN protocol buses. So next one is media oriented system transport. You can call as MOST. So media oriented system transport MOST. The media oriented system transport is targeted for the high bandwidth automotive electronic systems. For example, you have to use for the multi-million networking systems, example audio, video, informative systems interfacing. For this actually is used for the European cars, actually in the USA, Europe, UK. These countries will be used for this type of the protocols in the these buses will be used in the system. This will be the by using this for the manufacture of the fiber optics cables. This will be support for the network implemented for the star or ring mesh or bus. It will be used any of the topologies. I will seen this in the basically. You can use any of this topologies can be manufactured. This have to be used for the most system in the transport systems in the physical layers. So it's also used for this. Most bus is an optical fiber cable connected between the electrical optical converters (EOCs), and also you can use for the optical electrical converters (EOCs and OECs). Means you have to using here very important. So convert from light to electrical, electrical to light. You have to use for the transmitter and receiver side. You have to use these two concepts. That is called as EOC, electrical optical converter. This one is OEC, optical electrical converter. Names first O and E and E and O. This will be interchanging here. Means you have to convert from the optical to light and light to optics. This will be used for the in the most buses. So these are the very important in the in the buses in the transportation systems. So again in the coming to the key players of the automotive embedded systems in the markets, who are the markets in the leaders in the for this in this area? So first one is coming to this solutions and tools are the platforms for the providers. First one is in that silicon providers and analog devices, Xilinx, Atmel, and Dallas, NXP Semiconductors, Texas Instruments, and next Fujitsu and Infineon, Freescale Semiconductor, and Microchip. So these are the companies for this will be the very much in the strong in the embedded companies for marketing these fields. These are the very important for this. In the microchip they will be produce CAN and LIN transceivers, etc. These are the tools and platforms for the providers. Also, some companies have to use for the softwares, that is ENEA, that is embedded technology. For this you have to using for the operating systems RTOS. And also you have to use for some MathWorks. This is called as MATLAB or Simulink. You have to use for this, and it's also one of the software design. Then you have to use for the Keel, then Louter Batch, Etigo modeling tools, and Microsoft. These are the companies you have to use for this tools for the manufacturing. Then who are the doing for the this embedded for solutions? In that for this one is Bosch Automotive, then Denso Automotive, then Infosys Technologies and Delphi. These are the companies how to giving the your systems for this any of these problems they will be giving for the actual solutions in the marketing. These are called as solution providers. Okay. So next is coming to the traditional embedded systems development approaches. You will be seeing this. So this hardware software partitioning is done at an early stage. So whenever you have to design the embedded systems, you will require first one is hardware and one is software. So hardware partitions, what will be required? You have to first analyze these parts. Then software, which parts you have to develop the software, you have to be think of that. This will be the by performing the planning team. They will be plan the everything. Then this will be whenever it's planned, this will be go to the developer sides. So planning will be takes more time in the system designing anyways. So once is the system is planning is completion, the planning is perfect. Next the systems will be takes in any correct in any good manner. This will be complete the project within few months or few years. But planning is fail, the project is also fail. So in this regarding planning is very important for the embedded systems. So which components you have to use for the developing and which software is using here, because software is very much important in this because softwares are very less here, but hardware is very more. So hardware you have to be designing is very critical and it's very difficult. So software you can write in embedded C or in Java, something you have to write, or you can use for the DSPs or MATLABs. You can write the softwares, you can dump into the kit, then you have to be analyze the systems. This will be the embedded system development approach to the hardware and software. Thank you for watching.